Where use? You get use?
Yes, I get use.
This na the program where they give you the use where they happen all about na the country.
Inside where use, we go take you text, Facebook and WhatsApp message. You complain where you go send as letter to the producer. We dey announce but thing them working loss and plenty more.
Where use? You get use? Yes, formula I get use. Well, I'm for welcome to a program where use the program where they bring the information come to you. I know say within also outside this country, you go on for take part, and the only way for do them, looking at the screen, the number we see, use them for text, and you will be part of the program. Well, it will be your voice, my voice. Inside the program today, we'll bring on one accident will be in a Macaulay Street where some passenger them wound, and then the driver in collapse. We will bring on that. And then Pike Street almost done blocked with dirty. Well, we don't know the reason, but we will find out. IIC don't do some handing over. We go bring on that. And the president of the Old People's Association at Bishop Johnson Memorial School don't raise concern over the current work that they do there. And then the mission don't respond through Legal Aid Board. We go bring on that. And then plus other things that we'll bring on inside the program we use Mina than must say. Well, we're going to take a break and join with sponsors.
Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, a leading financial services provider, delivering value to all stakeholders.
Now me back, now you back, now we back. Salon Commercial Bank. Now me back, now you back, now we back. Salon Commercial Bank. Salon Commercial Bank.
Ha ha.
Now the People's Bank.
The People's Bank.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Salon Commercial Bank. Delivering value.
Delivering value.
We dey drive customer success.
For sure.
Insist on excellence. Integrity and commitment. Now that we stand for. Creating a climate of openness and trust. Personal values. Count on us.
You can count on us.
Team ethic, for sure. Count on us. Now we back, now you back, now we back. Salon Commercial Bank.
Delivering value.
Fode,
Yes, Papa.
but dear, send something for we. Nothing other than host for it.
Okay.
Airtel money now na orange money. Dial #144# for use orange money. Send money, cash money, pay your own bill with orange money and be part of over 15 lucky customers and agents them for win 1 million news every week for the next 10 weeks. This na the way for Tell Unakushe.
It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
Well, we go begin with the first story where one accident be in a Macaulay Street. Well, some passenger they wound, but the driver collapsed. Well, for no more about that, let me listen to Judge Luis and Millicent Lunge.
And info this. We also see because who then I will lean. That man if he miss break, if we belong send and at the gutter boy, no now we go facing. Now so they say na break him.
A break fail is not on the break name filler.
But what thing I did is
now we don't take it. How we don't take place? How we don't take place? You want to be there at the then they be so they don't go there now. What they actually will happen? This motor car can hit this one. This poda. Then the guy for this poda meet and don't not gone and you're unconscious. You know, then they don't can go to hospital. Then so lady they say back rule. They don't go there now hospital. But nobody know that you.
Well, now the reason this like is say I sit not fine inside poda. But now so there's a bit for convert. You can imagine the poda not checking break whether it's correct or not, lost control, see what you know happen now. Well, now it's in this SLRA, SLRST, SLRSA. This now on our own domain today, and now for make sure say we pin on this metal seats that them poda. All right, we go to Pike Street. Well, almost it don't block now, especially when you take them from Wheel side now, Jomo Kenyatta Road for go Pike Street. If you look, place not there again. But Wheel man Ibrahim Alim Conte go fed out. So love join her now.
Right now, the people must carry out right now. So people they need able to get away for pass the way stay the motor car pass done before people get road for pass. So they beg their government to help me, let the police for maker. And then
at least now concerning for this dossier, so then the park so school up, beginning for pass, move they pass, and bike they pass, they cause traffic. And this, at least this they cause accident at the place. So at least we call on the government, when we look into the issue as at the city, when they stop for doing here because at least this they cause problem. Tomorrow if they come back so before they make until come back somebody run. They say I'm not going to nobody possible. But at least if the place open and these are two way, which can they go so which can they cancel, picking enough for go school. People come out. So they call on government, when they look into this issue, when they left for the park at least men not cause a serious accident at the place.
Well, we hope say the construction company where they do that, therefore be responsible, make sure say then doctrine and they push them go far because I know say they can take them back anyway. Well, one for bringing at this, the RAIC Rights to Access Information Commission, the first and chairman where the chairman commissioner Eunice Asise don't hand over to the new commissioner when Dr. Shegashaw. Well, we've been going to the ceremony, one for Leona see what happened there.
A very important institution, but only very few people know what Dynamic Economic as one of the first priority for popularize the Act first, the 2013 Act, Right to Access Information. And then of course the commission we set up, we come up as we set up in 2014. So remember from 2014 to now, you imagine say at least for people that don't know water. So one of the first priority they really have to make people know water. And in that respect, I for work with my colleagues them, because me and one of Funa, from Mokmona really helped me for promote this commission. Another thing I want to very quickly for make sure see people that know about the commission for set up a website. Because if we're visible out there. People there now, internet now, people there really get a lot of information available. So if we say daily, people are going to read what they read about activities or achievements, so that people are able to know more about it. And we go for work very collaboratively also with the public authorities. Because we work with the public authorities and we assure them, say this particular commissioner for help them for when they're able to deliver services to the public. Maybe that will give them more confidence. Say, well, they are the partners. Because sometimes people can misunderstand when they say right to access information, they can just look at the political level, the civil and political rights, which is, done a very limited scope. The other aspect too is very important also, and the economic, cultural and social rights, will help for promote all the rights, because human rights are a very broad range of rights they now get, not to just forget access for political reasons, forget access to information, for make my you able challenging politicians and really take care of your issues, not to that normal. Also for make my you know how the day-to-day money business they go in the country. You know, for why you know how government they spend money, how the public authorities they spend money on behalf of the taxpayers. You know, all that thing. If people they spend money, might they know why they spend the money for. You know, even the businesses. You know, if they embark on certain activities, why they embark on their activities. So that information very vital. You know, for service delivery, for promote accountability, for promote transparency, for promote good governance. You know, the way I would see this commission really. We think will make more people really embrace this commission. Yeah? If we can try to promote them as not only for deliver service, for promote service delivery, but also for promote transparency, accountability, for more prevent corruption. Yeah. Because to be honest with you, if we commission become very well established in the society, in the sight of the people, then you will find out say we will get very few cases of corruption. Because you know, if information available everywhere about people and activities, not the secret, the culture of secrecy will kill them completely. You will find out say people that go afraid for thief money, you know, they go thief if the culture of secrecy. But if they know say this thing why they do so, if it be say if I do one, it will come on and do, they go afraid. Yeah. You see, so now make this particular commission very important, you know, for prevent corruption. You see, because already the ACC they get a lot of work for you. You know, if we become very effective, you know, we this now.
Well, that's the new chairman for the IIC, Chairman Dr. Shagashaw, been the talk to me about how he ready for push the IIC commission go before. Well, one for bringing on this, the president for the Old People's Association at the Bishop Johnson Memorial School don't raise concern over one work within the duty right now. So we on the Ndewa Toronka Bindede and he sent this for you.
President of the Old People's Association, Bishop Johnson, we get a burning issue in our school where they happen concerning about the diocese and the school at large. As soon as we see this building, this pan body will put so. Now shop them, they don't decide to come console. Now inside the school compound, as soon as they see this is not the lab where a class exists now. So if they can put up short a building, we will get bad effect towards this school. Where if you say people will get any conducive atmosphere. So in this, we don't want this project today, we don't want that tomorrow. We don't go on consultative meeting them. We try for dialogue and tell them, say, we don't want this project. Don't think about another source of project we will bring money, but not to the time project for us. So in this light, we call the attention of the Ministry of Education for me to intervene, because they say that they get them property, they will do anything, government will be to them. So who knows say, as now government assisted school, government will intervene and try to resolve this issue. And that will try to notify them, make them know waiting at the burning issue. And the school beginning, they don't want that today, they don't want that tomorrow. One, if they unblock the learning institution, that the school, because one, if shop, you bring a market to inside a school, one, the disturbance you get for Boku, you get good effects, you get bad effects. But if then they only think about the bad effects for the main feature, because no only think about you, don't think about the beginning where they come, you get for bring problem tomorrow. I give them an instance of the Nagat Street. Then build shop, then they will be the parents of the school, a promotion for them between the school people and the trader. First come out they will then kill school people at the end of the so he left both, then broke all the shop them. And even waiting and the time for do so, it is against the Education Act. You know, for build shop before school, you know, for build market before church, you know, for build market before any mosques. It is against the Education Act. We need the intervention of government on this matter for make them resolve and make this building not go, the project not go through. Don't think of other developmental institution building where we see them erect.
Well, of course, we used to be try to forget the mission in your response, you know, concerning the Bishop Johnson Old People's Association. Well, we able to forget them through Legal Aid Board because they part of that mission day. Anyway, Tile Williams been talked to the Executive Director for Legal Aid Board, Claire Hanses.
Fatimata Claire Kaltinansis, the Executive Director of Sierra Leone Legal Aid Board. First of all, on behalf of the Anglican Church, I want to say the matter, they don't bring Anglican to the attention. In fact, we don't get a meeting with all the parties, the old boys, the school authorities. We even bring the head boy and the head girl. Government really don't help we for take over, for pay salaries and for run, so we will get one educational system we run right across. But at the same time, they school they, some of them, the grounds on which they still vested in the respective religious bodies. Such person na the bishop. So we own Bishop Thomas Ekoneka Wilson na the person where they team up for we. So let me come back to this issue. This particular one, the Diocesan Estate and Enterprises Board, they look at ways for raise funds for the church. And also they look at ways for raise funds for help the church in objects them. One of them now the schools them. So this Fobe Road is a thing where there is so much talk about, like the one we may want to talk about. A number of people don't approach we say, una get land where they waste. Una cut wall the school off, una fence the school, una take the frontage, una put some shops, and then they go be in consultation with the school and the committee we go they run them. So income go come, we go help the school and we go help the church. The labs are there, they are empty. The school needs to be painted for make sure say they buy furniture. Who say where church able for come for help government for make a school better?
Alright, well, na so we are here from Madam Fatmata Claire Hanses. Well, Congo Town markets, the trader that we did it, don't ready for make the market fine. Well, how they want for do them? Well, let me explain more to Millicent Lungi.
My name is Sasa Conte. You know, I'm planning market man in a Congo Town market and a Congo Town with this.
Yeah, we what's exactly?
Well, the program will get now short of fundraising. Yes. Fundraising, we want to try for raise fund because this market like the got aside on a chance when they come, the place they leak, it can bug me more. So where is that fund there? Or go make so half sided. Because city council them don't promise to say them go for can make the store for you. As they see the store now, but who go make but for the women so they can soak na ya. So go get that phone day, or let's go do small thing with them. Well, he don't say they make the complaint. Really they can in a kalu them go no they say anything. But why is when I really what are the effects? So now I make we decide to raise that phone day. Don't go for one inside the market because they are about like we go couch music done from there. We don't pull like invitation, invite some baby couple and short of help number for music. Don't go give them small food. Well, I want to send me message to people and say, yeah, let them help me. A short of development. We now wait for council again. If you say they push go before, so when they see that, they say go help. And that's now we own.
All right, well, we want for bringing at this, the Movement for Public Accountability and Development, what they call MOPAD. Well, they don't pull another 16-day of sensitization campaign for letting them go raise awareness for see how they're going to pay tax within the Western Rural and the Western Urban districts them. Well, the aim now for help council so that council go able for get more money. Well, we own editor and cameraman Alfred Mansari been talked to the national coordinator MOPAD, Madam Bale Koroma.
movement for public accountability and development MOPAD.
So what did happen today?
We get a project where they implement for the Ministry of Finance through the NSA on tax and accountability. But we don't do training, the project we don't start way back October, now we don't get a meeting with council authorities them, that don't become successful. We don't conduct a training for councillors, community members, work committee members, and so on. The training don't become successful. We don't do now when 2 days. 2 days for Freetown City Council and 2 days for Western Rural Urban District Council, because the two councils there we target. Now, we can't go out there for go sensitize with people, but the importance of tax, that tax na by force. You for pay, if you see the 1 cent per the polo, we get tax na by force, more pay with tax to council, and council for tell about the tax money. That they for be accountable. If they want many people out there pay their tax, now that's where they can go. They can go word from one word to the other, starting from Freetown to Western Rural Urban District. Now, they can come on me team for going to sensitize people in order for help council for able to generate the revenue. Presently, the mayor don't launch the program recently. We don't do everything now. They can go out there and go and do work with sensitization for talk to people out there, the marketplace, ghettos, at our base, everywhere for tell people out there say tax very important for the development of our nation. Without tax, we don't go before anyway. That's now we target.
So how long will we take on this exercise?
About 16 days.
And what do you hope for see out of it?
And I hope for see great improvement in terms of revenue generation for council, and also hope for see a high cooperation from the people out there with the taxpayers for pay with tax at the end of this project. And I beg me people out there now they can go please are they on my knees do I want more pay with tax. Now only when we pay with tax we will get development now council please.
Alright, well, Nasobianda, well, Aberdeen roundabouts don't get facelifts. Well, now join Dominic JJ Talker.
Ahmed Karim Bangura, we are the councillor for Ward 443 Aberdeen. Well, I do for the beautification for this support to the mayor. We say we want to transform Freetown into a clean city, and that support the way he did. So the MPP said that the true light being follow we make sure that Freetown be a clean city. So that I don't start for beautify Miu community.
All right, so now what's going to this now we do so?
Well, this is 6 years at the try for make the community. We at least if you possibly get his stress from in our host, we can get outside, they can ease his stress.
Okay.
That has start. When the community people then say, now no sit down, this place they go so that make I don't start now for the beautification. And they say the all control support behind the follow will beautify this runabout.
All right, but now they say and Council, you get big of course banks around, you get big hotel why you know the Aberdeen. Why make you always say Aberdeen, why the community as a whole, why not to gold and diamond? Yeah, about the beach, you understand me, why of course the sea, you understand me, why the hotel why now you own resources that one day. So how best all they support you?
Well, they all get for true support, but now one thing, before somebody should true support BNU, make you see force you effort we do. So with this effort, I know say all mango country support BNU follow will beautify this Aberdeen.
Alright, well, comedian they not set for Pulnado, the association at Bo. Well, Eddie Blah been talked to one of the strong man, Jao Kate.
Mina Femi Christopher Cummins, alias Jao Kate. It's for a long time we know the car we use. You know, say we own job as comedian them and for entertain, educate and put stress on people them. So for the past 2 years we don't come together and form a union with the Sierra Leone Association of Comedians them. And so this Saturday, when the 24th of November, we launch this union in the grand style Nabo Coronation Field. And all the comedians all over the country get for Dede. All the big comedians them from the north, south, east, and western area we go for Dede. In the afternoon, we go play a football match against the comedian in Nabo. And in the evening time, we go get the launching with one big comedy festival at the Bo Coronation Field.
So people then would ask, why would I choose the Bo?
Yeah, because Freetown, not only Freetown, na place. We know some people they elect comedy in a Bo, and then they accept comedians them. So that's make we choose Bo for do this wonderful launching and show.
So when I be done to do them thing there before?
Well, we be done to do a 5 thing, but not be launch the union it. And now they go launch the union officially. And we go recognize people them we don't do so much well for promote comedy. And give support to community, we will give them award. like the likes of Dan Moss, Charlie Afner, then the likes of 98.1. Jambo showed on the over 15 years. We get Sammy Afner when they start coming in Abo, and then they push. So we get the manager of Saga Entertainers, where they call Bolgon Abo, Eman.
You say the time again?
Next, that is Saturday, we are the 24. We get a game in the afternoon, then next we get the launching and show.
Well, that's now Femi Cummings, in real name, of course, in stage name, na Jao Kate, one of Sierra Leone's tough comedians. Well, then they go launch the association, this time, na Bo. Well, we are following a Sidom as at the bring una health tips. Today we will look at lime, but you know, the which man they call it lemon. Love listen. Well, inside health tips today, we can look the way where the body they benefit from lemon water. The benefits of lem and water where you drink them, it help for make at least the body fine. So, but how for bringing a 7 way where the body go benefit from lemon water. One, it promote hydration. That is where you thirsty because your body it need water, and of course, water are the best beverage for hydration. 2, a good source of vitamin C. 4, it support weight loss. 5, it aid digestion. 6, it freshen your breath. You know, some man actually internally it get bad breath, but if you take that one day, it help for, you know, at least help for reduce that bad breath day. 7, it help for prevent kidney stone. According to study, they recommend say where they increase the citric acid intake, like them lemon, orange, and it reduce the risk for like get new calcium stone. Well, more for take that one day, you need for take that one day because it gets health benefit where you take lemon, na water. All right, that's now the health tips. We'll bring on other one next week. So we'll go for a short break, but we'll come back. We will go inside the part 2 of the program. All right, welcome back to we use this the second half of the program, and this time we'll send the hook and see whether the hook the catch. Well, family member see on screen the name na Ali D. Jallo, the Assistant Deputy Director Chemical Control and Management na EPA SL. It is also talk on a very important because then they talk about how they want to review the environment quality standard. Mr. Jallo, welcome to Waves.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
All right. Tell me about this adoption and review on how to do, because when I talk about quality standards and a lot of things and we would see they go with the environment.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dan. Well, I will start off by saying that this is a program we the Executive Chairman, Professor Furi Moriba Jawad, and the Director of Sierra Leone Standards Bureau, with Professor Thomas Tibiarema, with support from United Nations Development Program, we then engage and see this thing for happen. Now, we been get environmental standards. We'll talk about environmental standards. It's not like limits them within the environment on different environmental spheres. Now, but now a routine, now they within international best practice for ensure say after every 3 years to 4 years, before kind of review their standards today, so that you go look at what it be done, they get experiences we don't gain from the whatever challenges we don't face, so that you go improve on the way you go about monitoring your environment. So it's like today we don't commence that particular activity in the Bureau of Standards today. We gather all we beautiful scientific experts that we get from the universities, higher learning, and also now we our ministry department and agents, the experts we get there, and some other consultants. For that we sit down, now we brainstorm on we national profile, national standards regarding the environment. Now, the one day where we review, now the one day where we don't get in existence. That is one, then for the air where they breathe. The air where they breathe, it gets certain things where we need for the follow-up. Yeah. We also the review what we call effluent, wastewater. Like the water that we then factory and pool, the one crude I don't call them sandbag water, these kinds of I don't call them water. We also get something that we look for, and we need for established standards and for that. But not only that, we also expand for the very first time to look at other areas. Salono ever get national standards in the area there. For example, soil. This soil where you do they use for agriculture, they use it for other things, it gets standards. Yeah. So they want we work on them, and by God's grace, after this particular meeting, we will gazette them one day. Not only that, noise now another one. Frankly, noise is part of the regulations for CC. We regulate the noise we people and they generate. So again, we work on a national standard. We will guide we in terms of regulating noise. We also look at what we call chemicals in products. You know, then chemicals are the building blocks of life. Whatever you look at, anything about the human being, the greater portion about are chemicals, right? So within them products here, what we they use on a daily basis, we cream them, we soap, you understand? We mining activities what they do in the artisanal sector. We they use chemical, we they come in contact with chemical. So we also need for set limits in a particular that one day back we they talk about. And also the fourth one, where we also introduce with a new one, now hazardous substances. That anything way flammable, anything where they catch you, rubber by yourself, anything where they create some discomfort by you, the mortal man. So we also come up with a national list of hazardous substances. So you realize we get about 7 thematic areas there where we deliberate on for the next 3 days for come up with national standards there in Salone.
Okay, Mr. Jallo, we don't talk about, we're looking about quality standards in terms of the environment. A lot of these things that we don't bring, the water, the hazardous things, them, chemicals where people in the rub, but we see them in existence. It don't improve or not because we see say still with another line there.
Now, I tell you, we been there na the international platform. Now they use international. We are not being national standards. We be they use international standards. The international standards they get a wider range. For example, if the international standard, for example, you can say between 1 and 5. Normally, the national standard can be, more focused. It can be, like, say, for example, 2 to 3 or to 4. You understand? So, in the absence of the national standards if you evaluate yourself based on international standards, we get a wider range. You know, go see you national impact, right? But with their their national standards there, when we get them, they give we a situation for answer directly which you try for talking about. So as I sit down here, if we get this standard, like for example, mercury limits in cosmetics. If we get mercury limits, I can tell you say we level of mercury in cosmetics, it exceed with national limits. So in the absence of that national limit, but when they use international limits, you will find out say, even though the mercury is high, but indeed it is within a particular limit. So I'm not going to
combat that now.
No.
Because at least when I will for measure that the international standards with national standards.
No, well, as I tell you, the difference here is the international standards get a wider, right? Because in our country specific, the national standards in country specific, we look at waiting now we own current situation as alone. Now they look at, So with the national standards you go able to evaluate impact. For example, if you go monitor a particular company, you want to evaluate in effect on air. yeah, you go evaluate them based on your national standards. You no go use international standards. So even though you say this posse in the pool boku smoke, but within the international standards, it okay. But since you no get national standard, you no go able effectively regulate and assess them, so that you go evaluate in impact to the environment judiciously. You go look at and people say this exceed your limit, and therefore definitely need for
so who's on the whole this program?
Now the Bureau of Standards, of course, now they get the national, they get the responsibility for come up with standards in various spheres of life. Yeah, so we work with them, we sit down with them, and then we agree say we for use the expertise, the various technical committees they wouldn't get for develop or for adopt them particular standards there. So we did it for the next 3 days up to Friday. And by Friday, we did get a kind of a plenary wherein all the thematic groups, because we arrange ourselves into working groups, all the thematic then working groups there, then we can then present now a plenary. And to that plenary day, you get the diverse expertise. Then they go the challenge. Then at the end of the day, I mean questions. Then go and it will be so beautiful, and then you will see signs at all. Yeah, sure. Yeah, and so, once that is done. But then
when we adopt them, we not go put on a shelf.
No, of course. Well done. We know they put in a shelf. We've been done the use some the way we don't get. Where we don't adopt them, the next phase is the Bureau they take them forward for make sure say we not they outside the ECOWAS platform. You know, because you get something for do with your membership within the region. Yeah. Once you know go outside, you deal within, and then you're fine. So they therefore get that particular clearance there. They also with the ISO, International Standards Organization clearance. Then we can go through with national process. Once we do we gazette them, that's it. Then we're gonna use them.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Jallo. We'll come back to you, but quickly we want to turn the microphone to you when they listen to we. And I begin with this. She said that most honestly, some of them put a so not get better break. SLISA and the police for the check them from concerned citizen. This other one say, we used to say I advise my fellow citizen for let them drive or ride safely. Say life now one, safety come first. From Hansis Bango and Sumalatong. This other one say, we used to say that Pike Street, Jomo Kenyatta area, they way then go pack that dirty day. Now it say not good for people them because motocar, keke, and even Okada, they pass there too much and let accident not take place from James Tina and Akambo Street. Bravo to the former Commissioner of Right to Access Information for a peaceful transition. We hope say the new commissioner will do more improvements than that commission did from Pastor Moses Seri na Lunge. This other one say, we used to say, what we don't see now with country is that people they enjoy for do the wrong things. They say, look what the country don't turn to. This disgrace and to a law enforcement agency from Johannes Nalusar. This one say we used to say some motocarem na road. Some motocarem no road worthy at all. And some of them motocarem they cause accident, so them really need for watch them. Samuel and Akolia na 11 Mill Street, back of Eastern Police. They say SLRSA, please when I try for stop the license for give license to them metal seat vehicle at this country, because they say they are the one them where the damage and kill people and where accidents can be from both LA and Adwazak. They say we use, they say please let the Guma one for let Guma no say all the water pipe in a dealer street they don't damage because motocarem the lorry where they use the street don't damage all things from concerned citizen. This is Mr. Jallo said that noise pollution very important way on a need for control because it disturb we and also the factory where they near their hosts. EPA need for do more from Thomas and Wilberforce. They say what in the EPA they do for curtail land degradation, the most mining operations area from Pastor Moses say Nalunge. This other one, they say, we use some of the WhatsApp messages. They said we are on an help will deliver a message to the Education Ministry. Say we now the teacher them we they not approve. We need for let approve we. This SLI say for look inside this one because accidents on plenty from Sylvanus na Grafton. This says some motokarem no good worthy, we don't get Randy and the one for let them look up now then they cause accidents and I call it again. Thanks to we use for a good job. This come out from Jane na Juba. This other one again, when are the WhatsApp messages there now? They say do you have Papa government through sorry, SLIA say make we stop all the motoka, we get iron seat. Look how the accidents be na Kongotong, we wound people them. Dominic JJ Talker look like he say you like Aberdeen, the ASU, this is not concerned citizen. It's a Pike Streets for it's not for block because people and they go block the road and their road and they 9 people and they use because if they continue for do so they cause accident. This is still a member one port show on SLBC. Do you want to bring one port back concern one port fan? It's a way used to say in a good program. Kudos to the team for a job well done. They say we use please wanna help we deliver this message. Well, I think say we don't do all this. Alright, so one for bringing a quick tidbits before we go and continue the program. This coming from the Salon Society for the Welfare of the Aged. Then they can judge the 6th Memorial Home Grafton. They say the Salon Society for the Welfare of the Aged, they tell ado to all them good party them big alejo, the one day we can put cup up on them, then church organization, the institution, you yourself when they listen to me, we can help them people that we regularly, then they do something at the home. Ila Bob Thomas Foundation who come out United States, they picking them where they go grammar school and Moridin Proprietary School, them doctor that we can volunteer, and all the other one that we can take part for contribute by couple way to the 28th International Day of the Older Persons. They say they appreciate you now. They tell you thank you, they're glad for that. For we una go there and una don't show say yes, una busy, but they're old people there. In fact, the older human rights champion, the society want for make una no say, but una contribution they wanna they make and how una plan for help the aged, make they enjoy the peace where they forget through God in blessing and say let God bless una all. Sign management. This other one is say we used to say in take one taxi from CRD to PZ. This after we a drop from the taxi, he cannot say he lost in wallet, and this wallet he get ATM card from GT Bank, Eco Bank, driving license, national ID, and a NACID card, and some other important paper them. Well, he say money not been daily. Do you have a Fenam? Now for contact Mr. Andrew Gilo John, today in number 076847075 or 088722160 or 90 number 1 State Avenue, Freetown. And say you can see also drop on the SLBC head office, New England Vale, that the way use desk. Alright, well, that's some of the information that we want for pass. We want for continue the program before we come to Mr. Jallo. There's a Methodist local preacher and a mutual aid association then boost King George the 6th Memorial Home with John Tilly Williams.
President of the Methodist Lay Preachers Association. So mutual aid now for help the unfortunate. So today we always help the aged them. So today we come and King George V home, and we always come once every year in November for give them, change them, for making them life God.
Alright, so what's everything I can give them for
today?
Alright, so how will I manage to get all the money also for Biden sponsorship as well?
Well, members' contributions, and we can get with Thanksgiving service in July, and we can get with Founders Day, and we can let people learn. By the collection they receive, now they take for Kamiaso in November, December, then we can go Laka Hospital in Easter term.
Right, so this organization, I think anything churches that gets the members then?
Well, now organization of preachers of both the Methodist and the West African Methodist connection in Sierra Leone.
Alright, that's what Pianda. Well, Reginald Kaltindarami, where is stage name at DJ Rampage. Well, they come up with one mega jam festival. This now for change Salon people their minds set where they get but DJ them in the country. So you explain more to we on Ibrahim Alim Conte.
Reginald Kaltindarami, aka DJ Rampage, when I'm the stage name. Well, on the 23rd this month, when I'm next tomorrow Friday, I get me first annual Mega Jam Festival, where I actually want me Salon people and will come out and support, because this is the first ever DJ Rampage Mega Jam Festival. You get to be fun, you get to be interesting, you get to regret if you come.
So what does this mean, this show?
Well, this actually means a lot because looking at how far I don't come out, this is not something I always want to do, but you don't say anything at time, you have to wait for the right time. And also, one of the main focus, for say aim we make I decide to do this, you know, about change the people and mindset and perception about DJs, because a lot of times we don't get people that say DJ that are drop out, DJ people are not educated, and people are not serious, you know, so like this actually is one major move we make I decide for doing. Make people and change their perspective about DJs, you know. Also just artists can do big things. You know, as a DJ yourself can do big things, you can inspire people and do a lot. So like now one of the main focus that they make a decide for come up with this initiative.
So once more outside the show they take place?
So the show they happen at Shangri-La Garden, you know, Lumley Beach Road, Aberdeen. Very close to Royal Restaurant. You can come there this Friday. Of course I get special performance system when I surprises for the people, and you know I get artist performance where people involved like the likes of Star Z, Drizzy Leak, you know, Katus and Samza, and a whole lot more.
Alright, that na DJ Rampage. Na gonna see him, of course, na the Orange program where they can always consider the DJ that way can they play there. One for being a concern for volunteer children and women, don't go give some learning material then to some picking them. Dominic JJ Talker.
Pastor Mrs. Sitafode Musa Conte, Executive Director for Concern for Vulnerable Children and Women. Well, today at Freetown we get distribution of learning materials to beneficiaries the way we work with.
Alright, so now how many picking them so we can benefit from this?
Today we give 120 picking them to 135 picking them school materials. Okay. We want to give support to 250 picking them, but the balance with the Guna and community them where we go give like Oloshowo and Regent Road, Regent Winner Motome.
Alright, so was somebody saying that the first time you should start?
This now the number 14.
Okay.
Where we don't get this distribution of learning materials. Not easy, but we tell God thank you because God they make provision, waiting we they get. Now we they keep aside for help them pick so, and we they talk to institutions, we they talk to individual. We motto now do one thing for a vulnerable child. So we get people that way some man go help one picking. We want for send special thank you to Mercury International and Martin Michael. We always they put hand on their concern for vulnerable children for help them pick so.
Alright, one for bringing of course the cheerleader done certified now the city. Well, Tilly Williams go tell me more about that.
Ali China. Me na the Central Business Chair Lady, the overall Chair Lady for Central Business District.
family they go on wetin make una dey here today.
Wetin make we dey here today? We be don launch with Central Business District on last week, the 11th, but based on certain reasons, we not be able to do everything there because they become attack we. The one that when they lose, they send thugs them for attack we. So they be only able for award me when I the overhead. Now me the ministry be award, minister be award me. So they be given the balance certificates there because they be the first for Holland. They say they go destroy the certificates there. So minister, they just gather everything, they go with them. They say, I go do and later, after everything. So that makes today we constituency chairman and the paramount chief, Payong, they call, they say, I for award me cheerleading them, I for give them all the certificates today. Now that's make we day here today, for award the district, the cheerleading them, when they at the various markets them. Now they are for awards today.
All right, the youths for Masjid Al Karim, where they Moriton Barrick, well, they come up with one fundraising event where, of course, they be the Western Air Islamic Song Competition, on November 25. Well, they encourage everybody for letting go in the number for support them this Sunday. So, Joanne Dumbuya will talk to the director, Abubakar Kabo.
My name na Abubakar Kagbo. I'm the director na Al Karim Muslim Youth Association, Mountain Barracks.
Okay.
Well, I actually came for tell people outside say we come up with an inter-area Islamic song competition, Western area Islamic song competition. Who want for bring come up? We don't invite different mosques them for come give their own contribution towards that program day.
Okay. So now the first thing is when they come up with that kind program day.
Well, yes, this type of program are the first time this will be come up. Though we don't bring come up other programs them in the past, when our like Youth of the Year and other ones them. Okay. But this Islamic song competition are the first time this will be.
So why will not decide for make them?
Well, the main thing is that we must go being get earlier, be done in a deplorable manner. So we decide for Brocam for rebuild a new one. The project they on now is going on. So as youth of the mosque, we decided to come up with a program in order for raise fund as a fundraising, whereas we go for get something out of it, the proceeds, and then we give you own contribution as youth of the organization in order for let the mosque be built and we get a very new and more constructive one.
So what now you last word you want to say to family who they watch?
Well, my last word would be that I encourage everybody, be you Muslim, Christian, or whatever religion you belong to. Come on that day on the 25th of November. I repeat, the 25th of November, that this coming Sunday, 1:30, now Mornington, Navy Hall. If you go down Mornington by the school, you go straight or you ask for Navy Hall, then go direct you there, and then you go there and then can give you support in order for you for get waiting. We go for give towards the mosque in building one. So like we really appreciate everybody outside for come on board in order for let them can support we honestly.
Alright, well, so that man they asked for number 2. Then we will join Glorious Life Women. And they're on development, so let me join Femi Norman.
Of the Covenant Women Fellowship, Glorious Life, one for thank you because the dinner come out fine, is successful. One for tell God thank you, one for appreciate God. We do them as a fundraising for raise fund for push God in hope go before. So we pray that more women then will come and join the fellowship inside Jesus' name.
All right, okay. Well, that Feminine Man. Well, Mr. Jallo, of course, by way we explained, you feel to say we're not going to forget some good thing you go for come out of this review and adoption. Also.
Well, yes, we actually expect to come up with a lot more standards, as I say. Quickly, if I can respond to some of the queries and we raise. Yeah. I think one person talked about noise. We express enjoy about it. It is true that in fact we get noise being generated. There are plenty areas there. With this particular standard, it will help you for determine those areas that are highly of noise notes, and then you get the one that they conform. And also somebody asked about land degradation, then mined out land and waiting with the actual do. We actually get a plan we don't put in place. And not only that, we also look at an overall strategy, how we will actually get into it. Like the artisanal people, today then they are, tomorrow then they are now. Then go dig the left and then go other side, but it's we don't meet there again. So we get for continue for the work with the local authorities in that direction. Then one day we take out big companies, we make sure we debate on something like a bond or they try to put together when after they don't mine out the mineral, we're able to rehabilitate the place back. And so amount of rehabilitation they also occur by planting of trees in some other degraded areas is happening. But then again, we believe, these standards will stand the test of time, and we will use them efficiently for evaluate environmental impact levels.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ali D. Jallo, of course, the Assistant Deputy Director of Chemical Control and Management at the EPSL. Thank you very much for joining me, and hope say now we'll get a nice time, you know. Well, Fambolem, now so we'll go for put the cutting down. But as I tell you, cutting tree, far away cutting tree, you get chuk chuk. Now we go near and I go no say get them. Anyway, now so we go put the cutting down. Thanks to all my colleagues we help for let this program reach you now. But the producer now Lucian Ganda, and so we go meet back on Friday, inshallah. Minadad Mosiri.